everybody. Wait, hold on a sec. Hello, everybody. It's the season of Halloween, which means we have to talk about the most Halloween-y thing out there. Monsters. And in honor of this topic, I am dressed as the most vile monster to ever exist. Babies. Last Halloween, I broke down the 10 best monster tropes out there. The creme de la creme. The creatures that go bump in the night. Today, I'm breaking down the limp, soggy turds. These monster tropes are old, they're tired, they're problematic, and they fucking suck. Some of you might be upset by the tropes I've chosen for this list, and I promise you, from the bottom of my heart, I don't give a shit. I saved the worst of the worst for last. However, I think numbers 2, 6, and 8 will probably spark the most vitriol. You're welcome. Today's topic was requested by one of my patrons over on Patreon, M.H. Kelly. M.H. Kelly wanted to hear both my favorite and least favorite monster tropes. I already broke down my favorites last year, so it's time to drag some tropes through the dirt. Before I get started, be sure to subscribe to my channel and ring that bell. I post new videos on Wednesdays with bonus content occasionally on Mondays. You should absolutely subscribe because sometimes I make an absolute ass of myself and dress up in these stupid costumes with pacifiers and all that good stuff. I do it for you, okay? The least you can do is subscribe. And if you want to read some dark and deadly books with none of these tropes, I promise you, be sure to check out The Savior's Champion and the Savior series. They are my #1 best-selling dark fantasy romance books. They are available in ebook, paperback, hardback, and audiobook, and they're available wide, which means they are available at all major retailers. I have them linked below. Buy them! Now I'm breaking down the 10 worst monster tropes in my completely unbiased and completely correct opinion. Number 1, zombies. I've said it once and I'll say it again. Enough with the zombies! God! There's nothing inherently wrong with zombies, it's just that they've been done to death. Pun intended. You know a particular monster is oversaturated when it has its own subgenre devoted to it. Zombie fiction boasts hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of books and comics and graphic novels and video games and TV shows and movies, and oh my god, we get it. It's just not scary anymore. You can't rub my face in the same formula and expect it to have a different result. Normally I'd say do something different with this monster, but I think when it comes to zombies, I'd prefer if we just tucked it away in the corner for a few decades and let it sit there for a while. It's time for a zombie timeout. This bitch needs a break. On a similar note, number 2. Fairies. We get it, you're horny. First, the industry was oversaturated with vampires, then it was shifters, then it was dystopia, and now it's the fae. And of course, we're not exactly exploring the intricacies and history of fae lore, we're just writing super sexually abusive hot guys. Thanks, I hate it. I get that fairies are on trend and a lot of writers want to ride the wave, but can we at least do something original with it? A unique take on what has become a tired and highly problematic trope. Everyone's out there getting hot and bothered over the idea of being kidnapped and assaulted by a roided out fairy guy, and I'm just wondering, what traumatic event happened in your childhood to make you this way? Who hurt you, and why do you crave habitual punishment? I'm all for more fairy fiction so long as we do something else. Anything else. Number 3, white is good, black is bad. You can tell a unicorn is good because it's pure white, but the Night Watcher is bad because it's as black as the shadows. This isn't creating uncomfortable subtext at all. Not only is this trope questionable at best, it's also lacking in depth. Plus, it kind of ruins the element of surprise. Wouldn't it be really cool if the seemingly angelic looking creature was actually a murderous hell beast? And to be honest, I'm biased because I love the color black and I would love to see more beautiful black beings. Check out that alliteration. Give me a black Pegasus or a black Phoenix. That sounds majestic and powerful. Besides, if you take a look at bloodthirsty and peaceful monsters from various forms of mythology, you'll see that they come in a wide variety of colors. Number 4, aliens that are just humans with wings, or horns, or blue skin, or scales. Whatever it is, they're just humans 2.0. I understand why writers do this. Usually it's because they want their human characters to fuck the alien characters without making it look like bestiality. And that makes sense, I guess. But it's not very creative. Sure, your alien character can look humanoid, but can their internal organs at least be different? Can they have different sleep cycles or dietary needs? Can they not have a belly button? Or maybe they breathe through their anus? Okay, maybe don't do the last part. The point is, you don't have to make your aliens tentacle creatures in order to differentiate them from humans. You've got an entire body and all its functions to work with. I'm sure you can think of something more creative than purple eyes. Number 5, Ableist Monsters. You can tell it's a monster because it's physically deformed. This may sound like a reach, but think about all of the hideous evil creatures that you've read about or seen in movies and slasher films, and you'll notice that a lot of them start to fit the equation. Quite often there's a disability associated with the monster, and that's what makes them a monster. I hate people. On top of that, there have been monster myths and legends throughout history that people suspect were created to explain away disability, neurodivergence, and mental illness. Take the myth of the changelings. This is where a fae kidnaps and impersonates a human baby. You can tell a baby is an evil changeling because they're distant and they don't really interact with other human kids. You know, like autistic children. It's theorized that this entire myth was used to explain away autism, and if that is the case, that is horrifying. Thanks for othering and dehumanizing people who aren't neurotypical and able-bodied, you big piece of shit. Number 6, he's hot because he scares me. This is a trope that keeps getting recycled with every incarnation of trending monsters. We saw it with vampires, we saw it with werewolves, we saw it with shifters, and as we've already covered, we're seeing it now with fae. Lovely. We've got a hot monster man who is aggressive, controlling, and pompous, and our leading lady falls in love with him and they live dysfunctionally ever after. I would ask how this could possibly be attractive to the female character in question, but women are buying these books in droves, so clearly someone's into it. Further evidence that not enough people are utilizing mental health professionals. That's not a joke, I worry about these women. I genuinely don't understand how being scared of your partner is anything but terrifying, let alone a turn on. I guess the moral of the story is people are mentally scarred, and that's why we have books like this. Number 7, she became a monster because she lost a baby. Oh my gosh, I just realized what I'm dressed up as while I cover this point. That was not planned! Of course that's the reason, because motherhood is the only thing women aspire towards, and losing a baby is the only trauma we could ever endure. For what it's worth, I'm sure losing a baby would be beyond devastating for both a mother and a father. It's just that I have lost count of the number of ghosts or witches or demonic women who have gotten their evil start because they lost a baby, and yet I can't think of a single evil male monster who got to start that way. And like I said, it's a valid form of trauma. It's just been overdone to the point of cliche. Women are traumatized for millions of reasons that don't involve teacup humans. Think of another reason your female monster devolved into the nefarious creature she is today, or I will lose interest immediately. Number 8. Dragons. I know you're pissing your pants over this one, but try not to get it on the floor. I don't hate dragons. There isn't anything wrong with them, and I've enjoyed plenty of books that feature them. I'm just not gonna pick up a book because of a dragon. 'Cause there's always a dragon. Dragons are the crabs of the fantasy world. They're everywhere, and it's kind of annoying. It's even worse when fantasy writers call them drakes. I get why they do it, but come on. You're putting lipstick on a pig. It's like spelling magic with a K. Stop pretending to be fancy. They're sky lizards. I just think there are a lot more interesting monsters to feature. Dragons are low-hanging fruit. There are lots of great stories that feature dragons. I'm just very eager to read something new. Number 9, we don't get to see the monster. I know why writers do this. Hiding the monster creates suspense and intrigue. Plus, it's a whole lot scarier when you don't know what's hunting you. But at some point, eventually, can we see the motherfucker? I get so frustrated when we reach the end of the book and we never get to see what the creature truly was. I want details, damn it. It just feels unfair. You built all this suspense with no payoff. You may call it stylistic or a metaphor, but I call it bullshit. And last but certainly not least, number 10, monster fuckers. Why is this a thing? Why? Why? Actually, I know why, so please don't answer this question. I blame Beauty and the Beast for this. What makes it worse is there tends to be a gender discrepancy with this trope. It's women who gotta fuck the repulsive, animalistic monster. When Captain Kirk fucks an alien, she's just a pretty green woman. Meanwhile, female characters are out here fucking Bigfoot and dinosaurs. Wanna get railed by a Yeti? No problem. Fuck a fish? Del Toro is delighted. The only exception I've seen to this discrepancy is Chuck Tingle's work, and that man is a treasure. Keep writing about horny space raptors, I support you. But otherwise, I am done with monster sex. It is gross and oddly sexist, and I can't take it anymore. So that's all I got for you today. A huge thank you to MH Kelly for requesting today's topic. If you'd like the chance to have a video dedicated to you, or if you want access to tons of other rewards, check me out on Patreon. You get early access to videos, we have a monthly live stream, we have an exclusive writing group, you can get signed books. I've got it linked below. Check it out. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I post new videos on Wednesdays, and if you want to be alerted as soon as I upload, ring that bell. The Savior's Champion and The Savior's Sister are available in ebook, paperback, hardback, and audiobook all over the place. If you want to check out my #1 best-selling dark fantasy romance series, definitely click the links in the description below. And be sure to follow me on social media. I'm on Instagram, Tumblr, Facebook, and BookBub, and of course you can tweet me at Jenna Moreci. Bye!
Hello, Dove. It's me, Cosima. Do me a favor. Subscribe to Jenna's channel and ring the bell. I would be ever so grateful. Go on and subscribe. I'll be waiting for you once you've finished.